Hello. Today I'm going to talk a bit about my tech stack and what I use instead of a GHL. And in particular, I'm going to do a little highlight on Studiocart because this is a product I use and a couple of people I've been talking to them about it lately, and I realized I didn't have a video about Studiocart. I actually have a whole course about Studiocart. So if you're interested in that, drop me a comment below because it's currently not activated on my course platform, but I'm ready to whip it up if anyone's keen for it. And let's get going. So a GHL, if you're not sure, there's another video, I'll link to it up here. A GHL stands for Go High Level, and it's an integrated all-in-one platform that can basically be everything. Your website, oh, that's winter sun. Your website, your email marketing, your lead collection, delivering freebies, course platform, like it's literally everything all in one. And for some people, it's a little bit overwhelming. It's also generally got a fairly high ongoing fee, which I do try to avoid high ongoing fees. So anyway, you can learn all about what is a Go High Level. And in that video, I may have mentioned my own tech stack, but this video, I want to specifically walk through that a bit further. And perhaps I should make a separate video really about Studiocart. Maybe we'll do that. So my alternative is I have a WordPress website. That's my website. And then in terms of payment processing, I use Studiocart. That's this app that I was going to walk through. We'll see how we go. That takes money for me, essentially, and it lets me create products. Then I use MailerLite for email marketing. That's a free tool. There is, of course, a paid option, but I can do everything I need to do on the free version, and I love that so much. I use WPCourseware as my course platform, and that's an equivalent tool to something like MemberPress, Thinkific, all of those kinds of things, and that lives inside my WordPress website. Perhaps that's all. Perhaps that's my entire tech stack. Courses. Oh, because I have Divi, I use the Bloom plugin to manage my email opt-in forms. That's really it. And so those tools cost me, my hosting is about $150 a year, and then my domain. That's very usual cost. It's very hard to avoid that. Then all my payment processing costs me around 4%. And so for some products, like in-person events, I'll often offer a like cash on the day or pay me by direct debit option. And I use coupons to manage that. Online courses all happen through that. My email marketing and all my automations, all my freebies, all of that happens. Oh, the cost, that's right. So MailerLite's free. Studiocart, I bought some lifetime licenses for Studiocart, and I just have a couple of those left, not many actually, because I have used a lot of those with my clients. So yeah, I have just a few left, but you can also get your own license for Studiocart, which I think is $99 a year. And I think really for how good it is, that's a fairly minimal cost because I use Studiocart instead of WooCommerce, and I just find it so much better for what I do. If you had a very product-based store where you're selling lots of physical products, there's a possibility that WooCommerce is better. It's just that all the customization and coding and stuff required for WooCommerce, I don't enjoy. And I've also found it to be quite glitchy when I've paid for extra extensions on WooCommerce. The service from WooCommerce has been so poor in terms of like, I've given you money and now I need help and you're just not helping me. I just find that atrocious. So for me, WooCommerce, just not a thing. And so my yearly costs, once you've paid for Studiocart, I guess it would be perhaps $300 for the year. And I think a lot of GHLs are $100 a month. So, it's just a lot more cost efficient. So if you're interested in learning more about Studiocart, now that I've talked about it so much, I'm going to post another video up here that you can link to up here somewhere, and have a look at Studiocart. I'm not an affiliate or anything, although I probably should be. And yeah, it's a solid product. I have a course that can help walk you through it. It's also relatively intuitive. You do have to set up your shop page a bit different if you do want to have a shop page, but I have supported clients to do that. And it's just solid. It integrates with MailerLite and WPCourseware seamlessly. I've never had it fail on me, whereas using just my Divi theme is what I use. Using Divi theme forms has been a bit unreliable for me. Bloom works really well, but I only really need Bloom for freebies. You can use Studiocart for freebies if you don't have the Divi theme. I just love it. So yeah, and MailerLite, I have a few videos about MailerLite. I'll link up here somewhere to the MailerLite videos. WordPress is a whole wormhole of its own, and there are a number of WordPress videos on this channel as well as just on the internet in general. I love WordPress, and everyone who builds websites just has their own preference, and it's not that one is actually better than another. It's ultimately down to your own technical proficiency, what you're used to using, what you're familiar with, and cost, in my opinion, and then and features. So which features you need. And so I think that's a good little triangle, isn't it? Like features, cost, and technical proficiency. That will be the three determining factors in like what you decide to go with. And a GHL, honestly, if you can afford it and you understand how to use it, or you can find someone who will help you, it's a great tool. And I have a number of clients who I'm helping with their GHLs. It's just that if you land in there and you've never used it before, it's just so much capacity that it can be absolutely overwhelming. And there's a sort of a funny, my lighting's a bit weird today, sorry. There's a funny order that I find I have to do things in a GHL. Like I have to kind of create my email templates first almost, and then I can create automations, and then I have to have my course product, and it's all just like the order of things. It's not an intuitive flow for me, but once I'm familiar with it, then I know, okay, I need to have this ready first, and then I can kind of work in reverse engineer things. So that's okay. And then as I'm going, I probably want to make a procedure document so that when I come back, I sort of know, oh, this and then this, so I can feel calm about it and I don't feel like I'm zipping and zapping. So I might have talked about those before as well, procedure documents. This topic leads into a lot of other topics. So I wonder if this was helpful for you today. Please let me know in the comments. And if you have any questions about my tech stack, your tech stack, GHLs, or anything at all, pop it in the comments. I try to get to all my comments, even the ridiculous ones like why don't you shave your armpits, and yeah, so pop a comment below and I'll get back to you. I love ideas for making videos. I hope you have a really gorgeous day. Mwah. And if you do have a Divi theme website and you want a really I've got some freebies about editing your website as well as a mini course. So yeah, have a look in the comments. I think there's a pinned comment about those or in the description. Hope you have a beautiful day and I'll see you real soon.